welcome to round one of the SDRT Simulated V8 Supercar Championship. We're at Alton Park tonight for 35 laps of this fantastic track. Looking at qualifying, Mitchell Ciolak grabs pole from Ian Ford, Ben Smith, Jake Blackall and Mick Cracknell round out the top 5. They're followed by Harvey, El Nabi with a great qualifying effort there in 7th, Cubis, Gorrell, Zettinger round out the 10. So for the first race of the season, nerves were fairly high, but it looked like it was a pretty clean start. And it's green lights as they're off and running. Ciolak from pole with Smith right beside him. Smith takes a wide line. Sorry, that was Ford in second. Smith Fields goes straight through the middle and he takes the lead at turn 1. It looks pretty clean as they all come round turn 1 as we head towards the back of the pack to see anything. Oh, we've got it coming together there with Heusler and Borg, and I think that was Latham, the third car involved. Just 3 wide into turn 1 just does not work as the leaders head down towards Shell. And it's all fairly clean so far, but it was Ben Smith with the great start from the second row, and he leads the pack. As they come up over Hilltop and down to Knickerbrook. An opportunity to overtake down here, but you have to be very careful, because it can end in disaster. As the cars now head up the hill towards Druids. Just got to be very careful with these cars up here. They become very unweighted over this undulating part of the course. And very easy to lose the tail end as they head through this part of the course. Oh, we've got someone out wide. Wasn't too sure who that was. As around they come to complete the opening lap with Smith and Ciolak and Cracknell in third. On a difficult track to overtake, some chances had to be
Carroll
taken.
With Blythe and Stratford. Oh, Stratford and Blythe, they have it coming together. A little bit of a hip and shoulder, and Stratford keeps on going.
With fuel strategy in question, Cracknell was the first to show his
damage.
hand.
He's down in 9th position and he comes into the pits. That's going to be an interesting call. He's obviously made the decision to make it a 2-stop strategy.
Once the safety car came out, the drivers had a decision to make between a 1 and 2 stopper.
Well, we've got most of the field coming in. We had Ciolak still staying out, so he's decided on a 1-stopper. Williams stays out as well, so the 2 ANZ cars are going for a 1-stop strategy. It's like Jones is staying out. Stratford's staying out. O'Brien as well. And Keeley, Zettinger, Hockey, Sharp, Creamers, Gorrell, Gauchi, Latham and Heusler all deciding to turn this into a 1-stopper.
As the cars prepared to go, it was an ANZ 1-2 with Ciolak and Williams.
As we get ready to go, we've got the ANZ in 1-2 with Ciolak leading from Williams. A fairly clean restart. A couple of side-by-sides, but no contact as the cars come around and head down to Shell Oil's corner. Cars spreading out fairly quickly on restart. As they head into Britain's. Oh, and Williams there with a half spin, and looks like Stratford's gone around in sympathy, has he? And we're on board with Gorrell here, looking back out, and Gauchi's hit the wall, hit the tyre barrier, and Cubis has suffered extensive damage there as well. That's going to bring the safety car back out.
The safety car had drivers rethinking their fuel strategy.
And now we've got the ANZ cars pitting. They've obviously done some figures during the lap and worked out they can't make it to the end, so that's going to bury them in the
go. It was ERA up front.
So as we get going again, we've got Jones from Zettinger with Smith, Keeley, for SDRT doing a great job up there in the top 5. But it's Smith who's got the jump on the start again, and he takes the lead back.
some cars out of position on fuel strategy, it made for an interesting
As
second
Bentz
half
goes
of
through
the
on
race.
Sattler, and there's Ciolak after his pit stop at the second safety car. That's put him back down in 20th odd position. He's going to try and get past Sattler here, right on his tail as they come through Island Bend and down into Shell Oil's corner. Oh, Ciolak gets a little bit loose under brakes. Oh, and there's the slightest of taps just behind the rear wheel of Sattler has turned him around, and that's going to put Ciolak even further down the field, and Sattler as well.
Again, we saw attempts to overtake down at Knickerbrook.
And here's Hanlon and Postlethwaite. Oh, and Thompson's right in there as well as Hanlon goes off track, side by side up through here. This could be a big win for Thompson as they head up to Druids. Oh, and Postlethwaite's been hit from behind. I'm not too sure which car. Oh, and an ERA and Angry Birds car goes straight through him as well. That's heavy damage to Postlethwaite. Not too sure if the ERA and Angry Birds car don't know who they were. There's the Angry Birds car. That's Bentz. His race is done pretty much by the looks of it. Postlethwaite's keeping on going.
Hammond was having a great run up in the top 5 with his fuel strategy.
Hammond here in 4th position. As they come around Lakeside, he's run it wide, and that's going to allow Carroll to get through and take that spot. So Hammond drops down to 5th.
With fuel strategies differing between drivers, there was some great battles throughout the field.
As we're looking out the back of Heusler here at Postlethwaite, after that big accident, he was lucky that it didn't end his race. His car still seems fairly strong, and you can see Blackwell there just peeking through behind him too. As we get into the last 10 or so laps, with a lot of faster cars out of position, this is a battle for 18th place. And Postlethwaite will want to get through, and Blackwell will want to get through even faster. He is way out of position down there in 20th. As they head up to Druids, up through as they come around Lodge Corner. An opportunity here at Lodge if they can fire it up the inside, and you're just going to have a bit of confidence to do it. And Postlethwaite does. He puts it down the inside at Lodge to get past Heusler and takes that position. Now, with Heusler out of position, this might let Blackhall through as well. Yes, there is Blackhall as they come into Old Hall Corner. Blackhall takes that spot. As Cream is also here. He's in a battle for 17th place with O'Brien up ahead with Carroll, and he's got Sharp and Blythe right behind him, but we can't see them at the moment. Carroll there looking very impatient to try and get past O'Brien as he moves to the inside as they come down to Lodge Corner, and he fires it down there and makes the move, and Creamers tries to follow him through, but O'Brien comes back across and there's contact, and that's put O'Brien around. Not the best move when you've got two of O'Brien's teammates right behind you. They might take a little bit of revenge as they head around the first few corners. Creamers might be a little bit nervous with these cars behind him. We'll see what happens. But it looks okay. He survived that.
But at the end of the night, it proved to be the Ben Smith show.
And here's Ben Smith, a great drive by him tonight. He got a great start from position 3 on the grid, and then at the safety car restart, he jumped from 3rd up to the lead as well, and hasn't really been challenged. As he comes around the final couple of corners, around Deer Leap, and takes the checkered flag. Well done, Ben Smith, a fantastic victory. As Ian Ford makes it an ERA 1-2 as he crosses the line some 17 odd seconds behind. The battle for 3rd still on though, with Cracknell, Cubis and Elnavi, and Cracknell's run out of fuel by the looks of it. Cubis has gone past him, Elnavi's gone past him, so Cubis snabs 3rd right on the line.
So Ben Smith gets the win from Ian Ford for an ERA 1-2. Bo Cubis in 3rd. Forza and Elnavi takes 4th, with Cracknell rolling across the line in 5th. Adam Zetting at 6th, Harvey 7th, Blackall 8th, Hammond 9th, and Craig Jones rounds out the 10. The support race also saw some great racing, with Andrew Gilliam taking out the win from Gary Cooper and Stephen Varga in 3rd. Championship standings, well, it's pretty much the same way they finished race 1 with Ben Smith, the early season leader from Ian Ford. The team's championship has ERA out in front from SDC, followed by another couple of ERA cars, with Performance Motorsport rounding out the top 5.